Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Microsoft Flight Simulator. I'm Martin Wenzel, and we are here in Punta Arenas, Chile. Let me just get the airport up here, at Presidente Carlos Ibáñez International Airport. Good morning, Texas boy. Welcome on in. We're here in Punta Arenas, as I said, and we're flying to Royal Air Force Mount Pleasant in Stanley, East Falkland, in the Falkland Islands. This is our World Tour Flight 174. We're taking LATAM Chile Flight 895 on the Airbus A320. We're using Flybywire's A32NX Airbus mod. And it's about 11 o'clock in the morning here in Punta Arenas. We have the catering getting on board, and I'm gonna request the boarding is what I want to do. That should have the jetway start going. There comes the jetway. I replaced the jetways, or I put an exception in for GSX so that it would let me have the Latin VFR jetways, because we were missing this section last night when we landed, so now it works and looks good. Texas boy hasn't slept yet. Alright, well, we do have external power, so you can see we have the power already. Let's get things set up. Battery on, external power is already on and connected, strobe lights on. Crew oxygen supply, nav 1, 2, and 3. I've been flying. Yeah, yesterday I was surprised how long I flew, but that's how it goes. I know my wife doesn't like it, but it's like I get a couple days off, and that's what I gotta do. So no smoking, emergency lights armed. Let's do a quick check. We should do this first. Make sure the parking brake's on, flaps and speed brake is retracted. Engine ignition normal, master switch is off. Thrust is idle. I am using the experimental version, so you can see they've scratched off the inoperable sticker there by the weather radar. I don't think we have the weather radar though, so I'm not sure why they scratched that off, but we'll see. I do know that the terrain should work, and that is scratched off as well. Landing gear is down. Anti-skid nose wheel steering on. Landing gears are down. We'll turn this up.
Crew boarding starting.
And we're gonna go. Watch right here, we'll be able to see the crew boarding. Should see the crew boarding. And of course, now we'll get like no crew actually coming on. We'll get none of the visuals for some reason. I don't know how that works. Sometimes GSX does this. Oh, there they are. Perfect. We'll go out here. Looks like we have 2 flight attendants so far. 3? Yeah, sometimes they space out differently every time. I wish... I mean, it'd be cool if they had, and it'd probably be a lot of work, or maybe it'd be something you can customize, that'd be pretty cool, and the community could do it, but I'd like to have the flight attendants have the outfits for each airline. Obviously, maybe more the ethnicity, the nationality of the flight attendants. Like if you're on a Chinese flight or Korean flight, right, versus, you know, a European airline. Right there, they're loading this up. I thought I changed this so they would have a cargo loader, but I guess not. That's alright. Alright, passengers are going to start boarding, so we're going to keep going with our setup. Going here, we hit. Oops, should have already been in there. There we go. Load that fuel. We're gonna put 8,000 on. That's gonna take 7 minutes. I'm not gonna call the fuel truck because it doesn't actually do anything. Unfortunately, it doesn't connect right now for some reason with this plane. And yeah, that's I think pretty much it there. We'll go over to the checklist page. Gear pins and covers, fuel quantity, seatbelt's not on yet, adheres our nav, and the parametric references, we will get that set up right like this. Just hit B, boom, 990. There it is. Okay, parking brake, takeoff speeds and thrusts, we're waiting for that. Both windows are closed. I'm going to get Pack X set up over here on the other screen. $155 passengers today. Oh, don't tell me all the passengers already got on. So fast. Oh, bummer. Didn't get to see the passengers. Crazy, the timing. Like, the baggage will take, like, this realistic amount of time, almost, but the passengers will get on within a minute. Or they just, who knows, again, visually didn't show up. Alright, let's get the clearance.
Punta Tower, LANCHILE 895, Gate 1, request clearance to Mount Pleasant with information for PAM. LANCHILE 895, cleared to Mount Pleasant, 503 Alpha, departure, runway 25, initial climb, 3000, then is filed, squawk, 6554. Cleared to Mount Pleasant via 3 Alpha, departure, runway 25, initial climb 3000, then is filed, squawk 6554, LANCHILE 895. LANCHILE 895, readback correct. When ready, contact Punta Arenas ground, 121.9er. When ready, contact Punta Arenas ground, 121.9er, LANCHILE 895.
Oh, yeah. Alright, never mind. I'll do that. Alright, we are cleared for 3,000 feet. We're going to do a Siri... What is it called? Sirun 3 Alpha departure. We're going to request this right from SimBrief. Speeds the process up a ton. A cost index of 40, flight level 370. I'm going to bring up the flight plan so we can just double check this stuff. Right there's the cost index of 40, 370 for the cruise, flight plan. Oops. You stay there. Alright, flight plan. Going direct to Palix. Now they gave us SID, so we're gonna take that. Yeah, going direct to pallets would be much better. I don't know why I got that SID, but we'll do that. That's what they gave us. Runway 25. Run 3A.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard. This is
Pallets to Gal.
At this time, please be sure to
Gal's gonna be Rio Gallegos on the south end of Argentina.
in front of you. If you have any
Sunco,
trouble with any
Ascas, Digius, direct to Yankee Papa 421, which is weird. That seems like an airway, but I guess it's a waypoint here, and I think we're just going direct. Tyler, I'm not on multiplayer, sorry. I didn't put on the multiplayer today. I can do it for the next flight, though. Tampa to Mobile, over in the U.S. Lavinia, good morning.
But we do ask that laptops, tablets, and any other larger electronic devices are stowed once. Thank you, and welcome aboard.
Are they still loading out here? Oh no, they're done too. That was really quick. Last flight, we were sitting here waiting. And now they're like, nope, we're done, we're quick. We're moving. Oh, that's nice. We're all set up at least. Performance page. Well, we're not all set up, but we're going here. Flaps 1. Our transition is 11, or no, it is 10,000 feet. Keeps changing on me. Flaps 1. Open up the performance calculator and get that kind of set up. Sierra Charlie Charlie India. Taking off runway 25 once it retrieves the data. Yep. Off to a little bit of a conflict land here. Alright. We got winds 260 degrees and 19 knots. Temperature 5 Celsius. QNH 991. Runway's dry. Anti-ice off. And we are just waiting. Wrong one. Waiting on the... Let's see if they're all on in here. Speed this up. There we go. We're all loaded. Perfect. So we'll go over here. Back to the FMS. Init page 2. 0 fuel weight, center of gravity 24%, 58.9 for the 0 fuel weight. Throw the fuel on, and that's going to be another 8. So our takeoff weight should be 66.7. That's about right. I don't know why we lose 0.2, but that's what it is. So 66.7. Takeoff center of gravity is forward. It's less than 27%. Flex thrust. Climb thrust is the climb notch. Conf 1 plus F for the flaps. Air conditioning on. Calculate. I'm going to grab that wind. That's going to be on your sim brief up by where you find the cruise system, the cost index. It's called average W/C. And we have a plus 0.73. So that's going to be a tailwind of 73 knots. Okay. And performance page, put in the speeds for our takeoff, 144. For both the V1 and the V2, or the rotate, the V2 is 146.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome aboard flight 895. Our flight time will be roughly 1 hour and 30 minutes. Please note the cabin door is now closed. We ask that you make sure that all devices are in airplane mode and your larger devices are now shut down and stowed.
Move that over. There we go.
Not already, please fasten
Thrust reduction is 1112.
must be in the full upright and locked position for departure. Flight attendants, please prepare cabin for departure and cross-check.
Flex takeoff. Temperature 62 degrees. Alright, we are set there. Let's go to the checklist. Make sure we got everything that we need. Takeoff speeds and thrust. Seatbelt signs need to come on. We're done fueling. And we'll start up the APU. Marley, it's not multiplayer. I'm not on multiplayer right now. Next flight. So this is gonna be about an hour 20-minute flight. Once we get over there, we'll end the YouTube stream, and then I'll start another one. And that flight will be Tampa to Mobile, and that one will be multiplayer. So if you want to join along over from Tampa to Mobile, you are more than welcome to. Oh crap! And I screwed that up. I hit that T button on the drone. I don't know what that does. Okay. So, we have the APU. That means we can turn off the external power. We're going to get the fuel pumps on. And we'll have GSX pull that GPU away. And we're going to turn on the beacon light. And we are ready for pushback and departure. Yes, I do.
Punta is ground. LANCHILE 895. Gate 1. Request pushback and start up.
Barrel roll.
LANCHILE
Yeah, I don't know what T does, but it sends you to something weird.
Pushback and start up.
I always forget to turn off this, there you go.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
Let me see. Oops. Alright, so the ground crew is going to... For some reason, when he pulls that away, that cable remains there. That's a little weird. I think the way I fix that is just go into ground services and it should work. Put the disconnect in here. Or not. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. It's really finicky. I think it's going away now. Yeah, I think the plane thinks that Flybywire gets confused. It thinks the GPU is still there when it's not. Alright, we're going to release the parking brakes. I think the wheel chocks automatically, yep. So we're going to release parking brakes. Are we good? Oh, I think I still have to pick a... Okay, that's right. I got to pick the direction first. Continue pushback. Yes. Alright. So... I'm sitting the right direction I want to look, so my tail, because I was the wrong way yesterday. I wasn't in the right position. So we're going to runway 25, so we're going to want our tail to go to our right. We want to be pointed to the left. Kind of hard when I'm looking at the chart, so I'm upside down on the chart. We want our tail to the right? Yeah. I hope.
Release parking brake, please.
Release parking brakes.
Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at wind.
Alright, so go in engine ignition start and starting engine 2.
Bienvenidos a bordo de un nuevo vuelo junto a LATAM. Los invitamos a escuchar con atención y seguir estas instrucciones de seguridad mientras recorremos Sudamérica en un viaje sin fronteras.
Welcome aboard a new flight with LATAM. We invite you to listen carefully and follow these safety instructions as we travel through South America on a magical journey without frontiers.
Por favor, acompáñenos.
Please come with us.
Guarde el equipaje de mano en el compartimiento superior o bajo el asiento de adelante.
Carry-on bags must be stowed in the overhead compartment or underneath the seat in front of you.
Pasillos, salidas de emergencia y primera fila deben estar libres de equipaje.
Okay, this is not a very good
Aisles and
pushback by
emergency exits in
GSX.
the first row must be kept clear of luggage.
Para abrochar su cinturón, inserte la punta de metal en la hebilla.
So there
y
are some
ajustela
airports, and
tirando
maybe
la
I need to
correa.
figure out how to do the
Para abrir,
custom
levante
edit
la
to make
tapa
it
de la hebilla.
To fasten your
very good,
seatbelt,
because
insert
usually
the
it'll work
metal
most
clip into
places.
the buckle and tighten it
Lately it's
by
been
pulling
struggling
on the
because I
assembly
think
strap.
maybe the
Unfasten it. Lift the top
yeah
part
I
of
don't know
the
why it's
buckle.
turning
Si su
so
cinturón es de
late.
3 puntas, abroche la correa
I'm
de
not sure what
hombro,
will happen there.
colocando el enganche metálico sobre el cierre y ajuste la
Usually
correa
works pretty
hasta que
well.
asegure. Para abrirlo,
It's not
presione
here.
el botón.
Alright, starting engine 1.
If your seatbelt is a 3-point belt, fasten the shoulder strap by placing the metal clip.
Okay, now they want us to give a good engine start. We do have engine 2, so we have good start. They can
Ajuste su
disconnect.
cinturón de seguridad cada vez que la señal se ilumine.
Fasten your seatbelt whenever the sign is illuminated.
Le recomendamos mantener su cinturón de seguridad abrochado.
Just joining, we are on a World Tour Flight 174, flying from Punta Arenas, Chile to Stanley on the East Falklands and the Falkland Islands. LATAM, Chile, flight 895, or is it not 896? 895. Whoa, what the heck is that?
Passengers must follow all instructions
Alright, so
given
she
by
put down the wheel,
signs and
unlock
lights.
gear, he's gonna pull
Smoking is
away.
forbidden, including electronic cigarettes. Tampering with smoke detectors in lavatories is prohibited by law.
Track disconnected. Falta sin remover.
Dispositivos electrónicos pueden ser usados durante todo el vuelo solo en modo avión.
Electronic devices may be used throughout the flight in airplane mode only.
Computadores deben estar apagados y guardados durante rodaje, despegue y aterrizaje. Teléfonos móviles o tablets deben ser sujetados o guardados en el bolsillo del asiento.
Computers must be turned off and stowed during taxi, takeoff, and landing. Cell phones or tablets must be held or stored in the seat pocket in front of you.
Si se le cae un dispositivo en el asiento, no intente sacarlo y avise inmediatamente a la tripulación.
If you drop a device into your seat, do not try to remove it and immediately notify a
Alright, so
crew
she's
member.
holding the pin. We should be able to see it in here.
En
is.
preparación para el despegue, asegure su mesa, ponga su respaldo.
So that means we're ready to go. So we're gonna call for our taxi clearance.
In preparation for takeoff, secure your tray table.
Taxi
Put your
lights and runway
seatbelt
turn
in
off
its
lights
upright
on.
position, and stow the video
If you
screen
off.
if your seat has one.
Este avión tiene 8 salidas de emergencia con toboganes que pueden ser usados en una evacuación. Todos los toboganes pueden ser utilizados como balsa.
This aircraft has 8 emergency exits equipped with
Alright,
slides that can
transponder
be
is
used
set.
in an
Probe windows,
evacuation.
heat, auto,
All slides
spoilers
can be
are
used
armed,
as life
flaps in
rafts.
takeoff position,
El sistema de
anti-ice.
iluminación de emergencia
Auto
liberará
brake
hacia las
is set to
salidas.
max.
Localice su salida más cercana, la que podría estar detrás
Turn on the
suyo.
terrain
En
there.
caso de evacuación,
Predictive
deje sus
wind
pertenencias
shear,
a bordo.
and we'll wait on the weather
Emergency
radar.
system will guide
Actually,
you to the
weather radar
exits.
can come on right
Locate
now.
your nearest exit, which may be
And
behind you. In
get
the
the
event
chrono
of an
because we do
evacuation,
have
leave
taxi
your personal
clearance.
belongings on board.
Don't need the anti-ice.
Su chaleco
ECAM, well,
salvavidas se
we
encuentra
might.
ubicado debajo o al
ECAM
costado de su
status
asiento.
checked. Pitch
Your
trim.
life vest is located under or beside
I
your seat.
think that's it
Retírelo de la
automatically does it.
bolsa, páselo
It
sobre
probably
su
doesn't,
cabeza, abroche la cinta en la parte delantera
We'll have to look at that in the
y ajústela
future.
a la cintura. Al salir del avión, inflelo tirando
Yeah, I
la
don't get a
manilla
pitch
roja
trim
o soplando por la boquilla.
anywhere.
Una luz se activará al contacto con el agua.
Remove it from the bag. Slip
Flap
it over your
setting.
head.
radar,
Fasten the belt
unpredicted
at
wind
the front
shear,
and adjust it at
engine
the
mode
waist.
selector,
As you
ECAM
leave the
memo.
aircraft, inflate your vest by pulling the red
Take off
handle
and
or blowing into the
let's
tube. A light will
start
activate
moving.
upon contact with water.
Si la cabina pierde presión, máscaras de oxígeno caerán automáticamente sobre su asiento. Tome la máscara y póngala sobre su nariz.
Chile
y
recognized
boca.
British sovereignty over the
Deslice la banda
Falklands and it
elástica
supported the
alrededor de su
UK
cabeza,
during that
ajústela y
certain
respire
conflict.
normalmente.
Oh, Chile.
Coloque su
I was going to say,
propia
why would
máscara antes de asistir a niños
why would
u otras
Argentina
personas.
support
If
the
cabin
British
loses pressure,
in
oxygen masks will
that?
automatically
But
drop down from above your
I was
seat. Pull the mask
I
toward
wasn't
you and
thinking.
place it over your nose
I
and
read
mouth.
Chile,
Secure
but
the
thought
elastic
Argentina.
band
I think.
around your head. Adjust it and breathe normally. Put on your own mask first before assisting children and others.
Para
Wait,
más
what?
información, lea
This
nuestra
isn't the
tarjeta
runway
con
though.
información
Why has
de
it got the
seguridad
runway marking
ubicada en
there?
el bolsillo que tienen al frente.
For more information, please read our safety information card located in the seat pocket in front of you.
Gracias por su atención y por preferir volar con LATAM.
Thank you for your attention and for choosing to fly with LATAM.
Que tengan un buen viaje.
We hope you enjoy your trip.
Testing flight controls. Okay, rudder. I forgot what button I have set to disconnect the rudder and the pillar. So that's why that's happening. Probably better to do that like the holding point.
LANCHILE 905. Contact Punta Arena Tower 118.7. Contact Punta Arena Tower 118.7. LANCHILE 895.
Alright, let's do a flight control check. Elevators full forward, full up, aileron left, right. You can test the speed brakes too. Maybe not. Oh yeah, there they are. And our rudder. Okay, we're ready for departure.
Punta Arena Tower, LANCHILE 895, runway 25, ready for departure. LANCHILE 895, line up, runway 25. Line up, runway 25, LANCHILE 895.
Alright, landing lights on. Takeoff on the nose there, and strobe to on. Alright, here we go. Sorry, I had the parking brake set. Here we go.
LANCHILE 905, wind 280 degrees at 14 knots, runway 25, cleared for takeoff. Runway 25, cleared for takeoff, LANCHILE 895.
Alright, ready for takeoff. Remember, we're in the southern hemisphere, so it's late winter, early spring. The trees are looking like they're starting to come back. Okay, rotate. Positive rate, landing gear up. You can see the terrain radar going right now.
LANCHILE 905. Contact Comodoro Rivadavia Center 125.5. Contact Comodoro Rivadavia Center 125.5. LANCHILE 895.
And I'm going to try to fly this out a little bit by hand. Right back to the climb indent. And we're climbing 3,000.
LANCHILE 895. Radar contact. Continue climb. Flight level 130. Altimeter 2926.
Continue climb. Flight level 130. LANCHILE 895.
Alright, I think that we have some limitations here. Yeah, 85 or 8,400 it looks like for you, sorry. We'll hit autopilot, or we don't get too far over the speed. Right behind us, that body of water, we're actually headed northwest right now. We're going to get to that first point and then turn to head east. Right behind us, we're actually looking towards the Atlantic, that direction. But right behind us is, I'm not exactly sure, Inutil Bay, I think. There's a few things. A whole bunch of water over here. Not exactly clear. There's some more land right over there and then the Atlantic. But right down here towards the bottom tip of South America. Oh, I forget what the different colors mean. I'm guessing that's the water? Maybe? Alright, standard pressure. We're actually a little bit above. Seatbelts can come off. That was a fast climb. We're already crossing 10,000 there. Alright, so we're coming up on Gekam. We have a limitation of a flight level 182. We're only cleared to 13,000 right now. LATAM Airlines Group, South America, I'm guessing, is the owner of 6 airlines after a merger between LANCHILE and TAM Linhas Aéreas do Brasil. Yeah, I was trying to figure out, because there's like some of these flights, both these flights have been LATAM Chile. Next one I think we're doing is LATAM Paraguay. I don't think I'm getting on LATAM Brazil, but they all basically have the same livery. I was thinking of doing like a throwback livery for LANCHILE, but I don't think I found one. And the same with TAM. I think I have one for TAM, but it didn't come up.
Expect Echo Golf Oscar Sierra 1 Echo arrival Papa Alpha Mike India Papa ILS X-ray approach runway 25 report when ready for descent LANCHILE 287. LANCHILE 287, ready for descent. LANCHILE 287, descended, maintain, flight level 240. Descend and maintain, flight level 240, LANCHILE 287. LANCHILE 895, climb and maintain, flight level 220.
Climb and maintain, flight level 220, LANCHILE 895.
Yeah, so I'm not sure why they took this off. I don't think the weather radar works yet. If you guys... I'm not sure why they peeled that off. Maybe that's just because it's the... looks like it's the same texture, so maybe when they changed that texture, it actually changed for both of those. I think they need to have a separate one, because this is still inoperable, it looks like. Yeah, so we're up now high enough that the terrain... it'll show up if we're within a certain amount of feet to the terrain, and it'll let us know that. We're well above the terrain now, so nothing's going to show up. The weather radar, not seeing anything. You see we have a little bit. A few spots that are close. I'm surprised because I think shouldn't really be much. Oh, that is the terrain. Okay. Alright, flying into a little bit of rain, it looks like. So probably would have been better to not have this standard instrument departure to fly into this weather. We're going to flip back on the seatbelt signs for now until we get clear of this.
The flight crew has turned on the fasten seatbelt sign. Please adjust your seat, fasten your seatbelt.
Sociedad Anonymia. Wait, okay. I was always wondering, because I've seen that on some other airlines. Like, for some reason I kept thinking, well, does that mean South America? Well, thanks for that information. I was wondering.
Roski 401, radar contact, maintain, flight level 330. Maintain, flight level 330, Roski 401. Roski 401, proceed direct Mike Uniform November Echo Romeo. Proceed direct Mike Uniform November Echo Romeo, Roski 401.
Yeah, I think I screwed up with this SID happening, and I can't get the ATC to let me do a direct to for some reason.
LANCHILE 895, climb and maintain, flight level 310.
Climb and maintain. Flight level 310. LANCHILE 895.
See a few mountains off to our left. So we're kind of headed right back up into the Andes a little bit. Yeah, we've been in the A320neo, bunch of flights here in a row. So it kind of goes like that in spurts now. But we do get to switch back and forth between the Boeing and the Airbus, and how it used to be all Airbus with the occasional CRJ. Now we get a couple other planes involved. Yeah, so we did, yeah, the A320, two LANCHILE ones here. A couple flights ago, and then the last flight was Sky Airlines, but also in the A320. And then I think, let me see, yeah, the Tampa, well, the flight we did from, I believe, Miami to Tampa was on an A320. I think we're doing, and then the Tampa to Mobile, which will be the next flight here today, that's going to be on the A320.
LANCHILE 287, clear Egos 1 Echo, arrival. Clear Egos 1 Echo, arrival. LANCHILE 287. LANCHILE 287, descend and maintain, flight level 150.
That makes sense, Lavinia.
Descend
That
and
makes
maintain,
sense.
Flight level 150, LANCHILE 287.
Is there, yeah, is it the A220? That's coming from, who's that by? I think it's included in the A32NX installer. Yeah, there it is, the A22X Synaptic Simulations. Yeah, once it's available, I have the installer for it. I like that Salty Simulations 747's also there, so I can just kind of quickly install that. That'll be nice. Haven't done that yet. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that A220. I'll use it. There's some flights where the A220 would be the one to use. Right now I'm looking, I don't see any on my schedule, but I know there are 220 flights out there. And I think I have them before. The C300, what's the C300? I don't know the C300. I know there's a 310 coming, I believe, for free as well. That's from Any Builds to celebrate the 40th anniversary of Flight Simulator. Microsoft Flight Simulator. And then there's a 350 in the works. I don't have their... You know what? We'll just go like this. Pull it up on the interwebs. Airbus A350 Microsoft Flight Simulator. There it is. Digital Flight Dynamics. So Digital Flight Dynamics, they're working on the A350, which will be free. Any Builds is bringing the A310 for free. What I say? Synaptic Simulations is bringing the 220. We do have the Headwind A330-900. The PMP Airbus 330-300, I believe, has just come back with their 0.3 update. So there's quite a few free options in the Airbus family right now. Any long hauls I'm planning to do? I don't have any planned yet. I typically do... I mean, for the world tour flights, right now we have some long ones. I don't know if we're considering them long hauls. Probably not. But once we get over to the Pacific, we got a few almost 6-hour flights back to back. So there's going to be some decently long flights there. But for anything over that, I'd like to do those overnight, where I start it in the evening, come back in the morning, so those will be probably 10, 11, 12-hour flights. And as I said, I tried one recently, Tel Aviv to New York, and it crashed about 5 hours in. The sim crashed. So, but I would like to do a few more of those, build up some of the mileage on my account. Maybe do a 747. 787. I think the 330 has a decent range for long hauls, but yeah, for sure when the A380 comes out, the A350, there's gonna be some more options to do some long hauls in different planes. It's gonna be necessary to do them because we gotta get those planes through their paces. All right, so we're on our way to Palix right now. The Bombardier model of the A220, which had to be bought by Airbus. Oh, yeah, the A220. Yeah, what? Let me look up the A220 here. I'm talking about the A220, but I don't... Yeah, is the A220 similar to the... Oh, no, it's a... Oh, okay, I was thinking it was... had the engines in the back, kind of like the Bombardier regionals. But Bombardier, yeah, made the... That's right. And I think it comes up as...
LANCHILE 287, descend and maintain 6,000, altimeter 2933. Descend and maintain 6,000.
Yeah, if it's a good... I'm hoping Synaptic is still working on that, and I hope they come out with a great model, or great systems and everything, just like we got here, at least as good as we have with Flybywire, or close. Because that'll be nice to kind of be able to, use if that plane comes up. Hey, thanks for the subscription, Freed. If that plane comes up in a flight, here's a real-life flight, it's the A220, I can fly in the A220, it's... do the real plane and everything. Let's see, we have the... Yeah, I'm always learning new things with some of these planes, and always trying to figure out which planes... And since we just don't have every single plane is not available for us to fly, trying to figure out which plane is similar to another plane that we can kind of use instead. So, for example, last flight, it was really an A321. obviously the A320 is similar. The 321 I think is just slightly longer, has a few more seats. I know PMP has that A321, but again, it's more the systems and stability that I'm worried about. So I'll stick with the A320 when it's the kind of the equivalent or similar. I kind of use this. I kind of do a mix of CRJs and the Airbus when we get some of those Embraer jets, depending on the size. I'm looking forward to, like, the more we have out there, the better, as long as it's free. Yep, there is going to be a free A350 here. I'll pop it up on the screen, the article. Where are you? Yep, this was July 3rd, 2022. I don't know if there's been updated. Digital Flight Dynamics shares the A350 for MSFS development update. So yeah, they got some videos on their YouTube. Is that a Singapore flight? So, as you can see there, obviously they don't have a ton of textures, I think. Let's look at the pictures here. Yeah, things aren't really texturized yet. Texturized. It kind of looks, at the point, sort of, I think there's a Boeing, what is it? Boeing 767, I think, available for free on flightsim.to. But again, it's very basic like this, texture-wise. Textures come later. You want to get your model all set up, and systems are a big deal too. So I trust this will all look really cool once you get that all texturized. Yeah, I think they were saying that they had to, because there's not a... See, I read somewhere that it was just trying to get the shape of the external model because there aren't a ton of... The A350 is so new still that there isn't a ton of information just floating around. I mean, but it looks pretty good. I mean, if you had this as the plane, maybe darken it a little bit. You know, just a few years ago, but if you didn't have planes with really incredible texture, I mean, this would be like blowing you away, but obviously textures are not incredibly difficult to put in. Singapore. Now, Singapore Airlines or Singapore, how do I find a flight to Singapore? Oh, I know which one I want to do. Oh, that's what I wanted to do, but I don't know. Alright, let's go. I think Hong Kong. See, I don't know my why couldn't I search for Shanghai that was Singapore there? Alright, let's see what flies out of Singapore. So there's a 13. This is flown with yeah, there's an A350. Okay. Yeah, I was trying to... I didn't know how far the A350 went. So that's Finnair. They have an A350. Singapore Airlines, A350. Yep. That'll be good, yeah, to be able to have the use the A350 for all these flights instead of putting it in the 787 or whatever. Is it on the Shanghai? That it is. That's in the A380. Wow. And that's in the A330. Cool. Yeah, so that, yeah, it'll be a nice addition to the fleet. And, of course, it being free, well, that's the best thing.
Descend and maintain flight level 150. Descend and maintain flight level 150.
Alright, we're about to turn here at Rio Gallegos.
Maintain flight level 150.
Descend and maintain flight level 150, Argentina 1863.
There's Rio Gallegos below us. The city, and then I'm assuming that river is the Rio Gallegos, which the city is named after. Yes, it is. So the city of Rio Gallegos on the Gallegos River. So we're gonna head off into the Atlantic, the South Atlantic here. Over to the Islas Malvinas, also known as the Falkland Islands.
LANCHILE 895, proceed direct Punta.
Proceed direct Punta, LANCHILE 895.
That's what I was thinking. Is the 330... I'm always confused with the medium and long and all that because, to me, I mean, the Airbus, the 320, I think it's range, but I think that's if it's probably empty. You know, it can go almost 6,000 kilometers, right? You know, and then, what is the A330? Is that slightly more? The A350? And then I think sometimes we get hung up on like, oh, well, the A330 can go this far, the A350 can go this far. But I think the real key is always routing is how many seats does it have? Okay, do I need, for this route that may be a 9-hour route, well, I might need more seating because we don't want to do it as much, or we need less seating, so you want to run a 330 or whatever. I'm not 100% clear on all those because I'm not always digging into the different airlines, but it is interesting always to kind of look at that and go, oh, okay, that's because when I think about it, I always think the bigger the number, the bigger the plane, which I think holds true decently for most of them, but it's kind of weird because you're going. I think the replacement for the proposed replacement for the 737 is going to be the 797, which is strange to me. And why aren't they going? When is Boeing going to switch over to like an 800 series plane or a 900 series plane, right? Because you used to have the Boeing 247, but now we're just in the 700s and always 700s. Like, what do all those mean? You know, same with the Airbus. Like, we're in we have the 300s, but you have the 220 and you have the, those, like, what do all those numbers always mean? And I've never looked it up, so. Okay, so the terrain radar is showing us, I believe, that's just showing us the water. If we pick up our visual scanning. Oh, great. Awesome. Well, hopefully that comes back. Not a big deal right now as we're flying over the water, but in a few minutes, well, I don't know, a few minutes, about half an hour, we're going to be coming up on the islands, and then hopefully we can see the satellite imagery. Otherwise, I'll be quite disappointed.
Roski 401, descend and maintain 6,000.
Well, that's what I mean, like the 797 and the 787, basically they're replacing earlier, you know, I don't know which one the 787s are supposed to be replacing, but, you know, probably the 747 and the 757 maybe, something like that. And it's just, we're just adding numbers. It's like, well, why not just keep, like, I don't understand the numbering scheme. It's like, why isn't, like, okay, this is the next generation, you know, new design. This is now the 800 series. This is the 837. So it's still a 37, you know, that like when you think of the 737, that, you know, short, medium haul plane, you know, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hour flights. Okay, well, here's the 837. This is, we got upgraded engines. We have a new shape. I'm sure I could find it somewhere, but I'm not 100% sure how that works. Like, why? I know there's something to do with, I think I was reading with the 738 MAX. Why is it called the 738 MAX and not something else? And it's like, because it's still a 737-800, but it's MAX, even though there's quite a bunch of different things. They don't have to get go through the whole process of a new model or whatever. Well, I'm not thinking that. I'm not thinking the 737, because so you have your 737, and then you have your 700, your 600, which is shorter. The 700 is a little bit longer, and then the 800, which is the main one, and then everything kind of adjusts off of that, I think. So I think the 800 is your, like, the optimal design, and then the 700 is a little bit stubbier, 600 is a little bit stubbier. You're losing a little bit of efficiency, but, you know, it might in the long run be better for you. Like Southwest uses a lot of the 700. And then I think there's the 737-900, which is a little bit extended. Again, losing some of that efficiency, but you have a few more seats. And so 1,000 would be longer. It's like the CRJ, the 550-700. They just keep getting longer. But a 737 is much different than a 747, which then has its variants of the 400, the 500, which if I'm not mistaken, those were probably just different variants through time versus different sizes. So it's very weird, the number scheming, how that works. Sasha was watching Prime Master in UK. Who was Prime Master or Prime Minister? Because I'm thinking Prime Master. Oh, okay, yeah. I'm looking at your next one. Vote came out. So Prime Minister came out as Master. I was thinking, are you watching like a barbecue show on the Food Network or something? Hey, aviation accident, Rafa Nabil. I'm gonna call you. I'm guessing your name is Rafa. So hello, welcome in. Okay, there. Which we are on Comodoro Rivadavia Center, so I think, yeah, Punta Arena is that plane. That Aero Sky's coming into Punta Arena's runway 25. Because Stanley, or the RAF base here in Mount Pleasant on the Falkland Islands, doesn't have a runway 25. We got 28 and 23. Runway 28, we have 8,494 feet, 2,589 meters. So that's the runway we're going to be coming in on. Otherwise, runway 23, 05 and 23, that runway is only 5,003 feet. So we're going to need a longer runway, but it's going to be a little short. Even though we have... oh, you are more than welcome to subscribe. You are more than welcome. Thank you. yeah, if you haven't already and you're watching and you like what you see, it's a little... Right now we're just flying over the water. If you enjoy flights and going all over the world, I'm doing a world tour right now, flying into every country and territory, so that's why we're flying to the Falklands. We're going to be then flying back to Argentina. That will be next week when I'm able to stream. I'm not sure my schedule for next week because I work the rest of this week. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I don't know what next week's schedule looks like yet. But our next stream day will be that flight from the Falklands to Argentina. But next flight today will be flying Tampa to Mobile in the US. So if you like what you see, yeah, hit that subscribe button, hit the like, because that gets that video pumping out to more people. If you have Twitch, you are welcome to watch on Twitch. If we get some more viewers over there, we might be able to do a few more things. But we'll see which one. Right now, YouTube seems to be the one taking off as far as people coming in and viewing. So that'll be great. Once we get to 1,000, we will. It's right there. It just showed up. I think it showed up, right? Just a few messages ago, it came up. The Twitch. So if you can follow over there, that's great. But if YouTube is better for you, Twitch right now, a lot of ads are coming up. So YouTube, I don't think as many ads. I think you just get the ads right at the beginning of the stream, or if any, I don't know. And really aiming for YouTube right now, get that 1,000 subscriber at least, and hopefully things will start taking off a little bit. We'll get that membership, do some membership stuff, hopefully. I'll have to look into how to do all that, but looking forward to that. Seems like most of the viewers that watch typically are on YouTube, and that's the more accessible one around the world, I think. So yeah. Long story short, a little bit long-winded there, but yeah, you are more than welcome to subscribe, hit that like button, all that good stuff. I stream on my days off at 6 a.m. in the morning. Set up points so people can guess your land rate, take off. Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to look into how to do all that over there. I know kind of how to do that over on Twitch, but since most of you guys are over here on YouTube, yeah, definitely once we get to that membership and we can do all that. I don't think I can do that stuff right now, but once I have those things unlocked with the membership. Alright, thanks Sasha. Yeah, once we get close there, maybe I'll start looking into that, just kind of get familiar. It took a little bit longer to get to 1,000 than I was thinking. Back in January, it kind of exploded, and then it kind of slowed down these past few months because I'm not able to stream as consistently. But the plan is... No, this isn't weather. This is just the terrain. The weather, they have it marked, but I think it's because this sticker is just one texture. You see, it's the exact same texture on all three spots. So the weather radar is not working. Yep, Daily Mail. Yep, get monetization at 1K. Well, no. I also need 4,000 hours of watch time. Right now, in the past year, I'm at 3,100, so we really need to get... But hopefully more people are tuning in every flight. This weekend has actually been every flight getting a pretty good viewership. So if every time I stream we knock out a good 20 hours of watch time just in that stream, I think in that running year we'll get to 4,000 pretty easily. But you need the 4,000 and you need 1,000 subscribers. So, but I think once I get to 1,000, the membership stuff opens. If not, the monetization. I think that's how it works. So, looking forward to that. That'll be nice. Oh, the moon's rising. I think it's rising. I don't think it was up at night. Wow, you can almost see the whole thing. I think it's about a little bit over a half moon. Great.
LANCHILE 895, proceed direct Delta India Golf India Sierra.
Proceed direct Delta India Golf India Sierra. LANCHILE 895.
Alright, we're already on that course. Delta India Golf India Sierra. Well, yeah, I think I'll have to look again, but I think membership opens up at 1K, and that means you guys can join and pay. I don't know what the membership thing is, you know, but it's similar to the concept on Twitch. You have on Twitch, so YouTube you subscribe, Twitch you follow. That's free. You get the notifications. And you're working towards something. And then on Twitch you have a subscription option which gives you added benefits. You skip ads don't show up for you, and you pay a certain amount, like I think it's like $4 or $5 goes direct to the creator. So you're directly supporting the creator. It's not filtering through. I think Twitch gets a cut, but it's not like ad revenue, which is a few cents every ad that's watched. And then on YouTube, the YouTube membership, you join the member, you become a member, you're directly supporting with a monthly subscription your favorite creators. So, yeah, that's... So if you guys are, once we get to that point, if you become a member, my eternal thanks. Because, yeah, that little bit of extra income. I mean, over on Twitch, I've only had like a couple subscribers. But I look and it's like, it's added up over the, I'm not expecting to make any money. But I think over on Twitch I've made like $70 over this year, which is not a ton, but it's like, okay, that can pay for the 737-800 I just bought, right? And that's kind of what I look at it as, is anything that comes in, it's like that's just paying for getting, hopefully airports. I'm really bummed that I missed the sale. There were a whole bunch of Central American airports that I was thinking of picking up, and then I didn't pick them up, and the sale's over, so everything is now like $3 or $4 more than it was. So I'm very disappointed in that, because I was like, well, maybe I'll get into the airport buying game. I don't know if I want to. I want to buy things on sale. I'm very frugal. Let's see. You can set up how much it costs. Oh, okay. So you can set up how much a membership is, and you can gift memberships. Yeah. So it's very similar to Twitch. I don't know if on Twitch I can set the membership, how much the memberships are, the subscriptions are. I'm not sure. I'd have to look. Let's see. YouTuber asked for $200 a week. Like from a single person, or he was trying, like that was what his goal, like donation goal was. Oh yeah, most streamers, there are so many streamers where it's like they have like up in the corner, this is my donation goal for the stream or whatever. And it really is, and it's amazing. A lot of them make that. They're the ones that have a good following. I feel a little uncomfortable with that. So I guess I'd start like, hey, can we get $10? I don't know, but I mean, if you think about it, if it can turn into something where you can make it a nice side hustle. I think per viewer for a membership, $200 a week to be a YouTube member. They must be a big, popular, huge thing for $200 a week. And again, depending on what they're doing, what they're providing, you could charge that. I mean, I was charging when I was teaching English in China and doing the... Hey, sorry, that donut spice. Sorry I didn't say hi. I saw that and I never said hi. So, hey, donut spice, thank you. That donut spice. When I was over in China, the program I got to teach English, obviously he has a lot of stuff about teaching English, but how to also run a business. And when you're doing a service like teaching English and people need to learn English, if you're offering a good product, you can charge hundreds of dollars an hour for that. We were charging pretty good. We were charging, I think, probably the most per hour for our students in the town, in my wife's hometown. We probably had the highest fee per hour, and it was 150 RMB, which is the Chinese currency, 150 yen. I think that was our max. If you bought like for a year worth of classes, then it bumped down to like 130 per hour, and that's, I think, between $20 and $25 an hour, which doesn't seem like a lot, but again, that was the highest for that town. And you get 8 students, which we aimed for about between 8 and 12 students. So let's say an average of 10. You're making $250 an hour. So that allows us to not have to work 8 hours a day. Or if we are doing 8 hours a day, we're making pretty good money. So you should do a membership stream. If I am not a member, I can still chat as I am mod. Oh. Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, once you start getting into that membership, you can need to figure out, I need to look into, like, okay, what do these people do as specific membership things? Or, you know, members are the people. I think one thing I'll probably do is that only members can request flights. And then, you know, you request a flight within the, you know, that, of course, there'll be much more of like, okay, I got to do these flights then. But I think that's what it'll be, because so many people come in, and I'm totally cool with it right now. People come in and say, hey, can you fly from this point to this point? Well, I can, and I might, but there's really no, like, oh, I'm going to have to do this. But, you know, if you're a member on YouTube or on Twitch, and you request a flight, yeah, I think that will be one thing. Like, here's your requested flight, you know, or a certain amount of points you use, or whatever it is. Yeah, member only streams. I think hopefully, I think that would be something I would do a little bit later, once we have enough members, because you don't want to do a member only stream and it's only one person. It's a little, I suppose you can get very intimate, but yeah. Yeah, and going forward here, I need to kind of set up the stream, like the graphics and stuff, because I want to start streaming, and I've mentioned this a number of times, I want to start streaming some, just short, like hour, where I'm coloring, doing my black and white Photoshop, coloring old, right now I've been doing old American Civil War photos. And I'd like to get back in that. I have a commission that I've been sitting on for a few months, and I need to finish it. And I kind of want to finish it on stream, I don't know. But it's, I want to do that. I think you guys would enjoy it. And if you guys don't enjoy it, maybe it'll pull in a different crowd of people that would enjoy watching that. And obviously, I will still be doing the Microsoft Flight Simulator streams. The flight streams will be on my days off. And I'm hoping to kind of do, after work, bump in some of these colorized past. That's what my thing is called. Hashtag Loka, thank you for the subscription. One closer to 1,000. Thank you very, very much. Alright, my little thing up here doesn't show me all your emotes that you put there. What? Sanitizer hydrate. Okay, because I like it. Mardhaya Akmal Hazar, welcome to the stream. It's funny. It's because the little thing over here that my little chat window over here shows me what they're called, each of the emotes, and then I can see the emotes here. So. What is it? Sanitizer, hydrate, elbow cough, hydrate, social distance, learning. I like. Oh, okay, that's what the elbow cough is. I feel like the elbow cough is dabbing, but it's called elbow cough, but it's the dab. You know, it's the crazy. When you finish stream, you should. I don't understand what that is. When you finish stream, you should, if you're mod and membership, when the stream ending. Back up there. Daily Mail, you know, MSFS has a severe lack of aircraft like the Saab 340B. Tell me about it. There's actually, I have a World Tour flight coming up where that's the real life plane. Let's see, what flight is that? Where am I flying on that one? Let's see, it's a flight from, I have a flight from Guatemala City to Belize City, and it's on a Saab, I'm guessing it's the Saab 340B. I didn't put it in completely for some reason. But, and now that I go back and look, I don't even think that flight exists anymore, so it's kind of weird. But that's the flight we're going to do. I'm going to do it in the Cessna 208, I think, which is going to make it a longer flight, actually, but I have to look into that. But yeah, it kind of sucks that we don't have all these planes. I wonder what would be a good stand-in for the Saab 340B. That's, again, always trying to figure out good stand-ins. Oh yeah. Like show the member names and stuff at the end. Yeah. I'd have to look into doing that, how to do that, but it shouldn't be too hard. I don't know if there's a way to do that dynamically, where it just pulls it from stream elements or something, or if I have to make a, make a little video file. But I have the software to do videos. I have Adobe Premiere, so I can make something like that. Yep, and the moderators, of course. Yep. Is that something you can just pull? Like there's a plugin that you can just pull it from Stream Elements? Sure there is. Yeah, Jakey, welcome back. I remember you. I don't know if you were you here yesterday, or was that a couple days ago? Probably a couple days ago, because yesterday I was streaming at the time I used to stream, but I now remember why I don't stream at that time, because when my wife and my baby are up, it's just, there's a lot more stuff. Yeah, you're the only mod right now, but like I said, as we get, there have been some other people that are asking, and once I start seeing people coming in all the time, that they're always here, they might be able to become mods too, and I'm hoping the Falkland Islands are gonna load in properly. We had a little issue with the bandwidth for some reason, no idea why. I have 1 gig internet, and I'm plugged in by wire, so yeah. But once we get more people coming on in, we'll definitely need a few more mods. But right now we're doing all right, and we're not getting a ton of spam or anything where we need to do a lot of booting or muting and stuff. Alright, Jakey's gonna go watch some memes. Oh, you're gonna miss the landing here. You came just in time for our approach, and well, you can watch memes and this at the same time, I think. I can tell that you want to you do want to lay down the ban hammer on some people, so I think you'll be good. I think you'll be good once it's necessary. Right now, like I mean, maybe Mard here. I'm pretty lax right now. I think there are times where there are some people that come in and it's just like, okay, you're spamming. Mard Hayak kind of spammed there, I'd guess, a little bit, but it was only one comment. You'll get those people that just come in and they just keep over and over and over again. Those are the ones you're gonna knock out. Use your wrench and knock them out, right? Lavinia says you are excellent, so there you go. Yep. Well, so far, I mean, I'm not a pro with what mods have to do. I mean, I guess I get the idea what mods have to do, and hasn't been too bad yet. Alright, we're going to Yankee Papa 421 with a Brasilia. You could replace the 340B with a Brasilia, but I don't have a Brasilia. Yeah, exactly. There's some times where it's like, okay, if someone is doing that, first time them out. I think you've timed some people out a little too quick. You just gotta give them a chance. I don't mind if people, I know you've said it a few times, like, please speak English, and that's fine. Ask them to please speak English, because we are primarily English, but if someone comes in and they are in their native language at first, that's alright. That's always cool to see them. Obviously, not everyone can read their chat, and I can't read everyone and always understand, but it's always fun to have someone come in Chinese or Spanish, because obviously I know some Chinese, and I'm working on Spanish right now, so it's always kind of fun. But definitely, yeah, try to get the... Yeah, so you've been doing pretty well at that, so thank you for that. And you've been here cheerleading recently and getting people, hey, get in here, let's you know, subscribe and get this guy up to 1,000, so thank you for that. And what's the Brasilia? And replace the Saab. I don't even know what the Saab, to be honest, what it looks like, so what kind of plane I'd be. And then it's trying to get like good liveries, but I always can, I suppose I can put a request for a livery. Kind of looks like the Saab 340, I could use like the ATR. I mean, it's a very small kind of ATR almost, right? We could basically use the ATR. There is, you know, we have the free ATR, so I think I wasn't able to find the right livery though for it. Let me check. Tag Airlines. Yeah, I don't think there's a livery for it. That's what it is. Yeah, I'll have to work on that and set up some rules. As I said, I'm not, I have to kind of look around and see, it's like, okay, what rules do I need to have? Probably just copy some from someone. But basically, everyone's been pretty cool. I think... Yeah, I think everyone's been pretty cool so far. Haven't had too much. Every once in a while, someone comes in and is just trolling, and you just gotta kind of ignore them. Oh, I'm getting the feeling like we're not gonna get the... Yeah, it's not gonna load in very well. Oh no. Is there a way I can... Let me just jump into options really quick here, I think. Let's see if I can... Limitations off. Photogrammetry. Yeah, it's on. Oh, here we go. There we go. So turned it off. I want it on. Come on. Why are we not moving? Okay. There we go. Sorry for the interruption. Please be kind to other people. No spam in chat. Yeah, no private question. Ask you where you live. Private information. Yeah. Yeah, I suppose some of that. I'll have to, like I said, I'll have to look at some and get some ideas. Daily Mail, you could, but there is a Bante Rante, I think. What is Bante Rante? There we go. There's the Falklands. Now they're showing up right.
LANCHILE 905. Expect Alpha ILS. Approach runway 28. Report when ready for descent.
Expect Alpha ILS. Approach runway 28. Report when ready for descent. LANCHILE 905.
Alright, I'm back. That was diaper change there. Alright, we're expecting Alpha ILS approach, runway 28. We're ready for descent. Hopefully descend quickly enough. Forgot to turn the seatbelt signs off this whole flight.
Proceed direct Alpha. Descend and maintain flight level 280.
Proceed direct Alpha. Descend and maintain flight level 280. LANCHILE 895.
Alright, I don't know what Alpha is.
LANCHILE 895. Cleared Alpha ILS. Approach at 2,700.
Let's go in here. We are cleared for...
Cleared Alpha ILS. Approach at 2,700. Runway 28. Report established on localizer. LANCHILE 895.
For presentation upon arrival.
Star, do we have a via? Alpha, there it is. Insert. Okay, looks like we're gonna go loop all the way around, I would assume. I don't know. I think I need to practice my landing. My landing last night into Punta Arenas, I did it manually, and it was a thud. But it was the first time doing it, trying to land left-handed. I think, and more of the issue, I think, was my right hand versus left. I don't know. Where's my chart? Alright, so we're going to go direct to Alpha. I think we, alright. This weird loop. Alright, destination data. So let's go into the menu, pull that from, get our weather request. Seems like these come like instantly now. I don't know if I changed a setting or something changed. Okay, performance, QNH, I can't even read it at this point. We do have the ATIS though.
Present ATIS information. Oscar 1357. Wind 340 degrees at 29 knots. Visibility 10 kilometers or more. Sky condition. View 1,300 feet. Broken to 5,000 feet. Temperature 6. Dew point 1. Altimeter 2941. Transition altitude 5,000. Transition level. Flight level 60. Landing runway 0528. Departure runway 0528. Advise you have information. Oscar. Mount.
Alright. That's information, Oscar. Wind 340 at 29 knots, 6 degrees, a little bit warmer here. 1 degree warmer. And get the minimum for the ILS is going to be 397 feet. Alright. Good on that. Yeah, we're going to be on the other side. We're going to fly past the airport and then come back because we're coming in runway 28. We're going out to Point Alpha. So if we wanted to land just right away, we could go the opposite runway. But the winds are for runway 28, so at least I think so. That's what we were cleared for. Yep, we're going to be doing a downwind. So I'm going to probably... What's the I'm gonna go heading here. We're gonna kind of do a downwind. That way we can get a turn into Alpha. I don't want to go right direct to Alpha. Trying to get a descent going here. We are really high up, so again we might kind of vector out a little bit. We'll just kind of stay on this course for a while until we get in a better position on our descent. You look at it on the map and you don't think it's as big, but it actually is a pretty big island. Yeah, I know. I just wanna give it. I want to be able to make the turn, because if we come in right on top of it and then try to turn around, we'll loop. And by the time we get done with that little teardrop or that raindrop, we'll already be past the ILS. So I want to kind of get out first of all, and we're also way too high right now, so there's no point in going direct to Alpha and then locking on localizer, because we'll just be 15,000 feet above the airport. And actually, I think when we were outside, I saw the airport. Didn't realize that was it, but that was probably it. If you saw right there, I think. I only see the one runway, which is our runway. The door not locked? Yep, didn't do the door lock. Alright, so we're out past Alpha a little bit. This actually is there's a kind of a mandatory holding point we could do. I'm just gonna kind of vector out and then come back instead of going in circles to descend. Oh! Whoa, look at that! Holy cow, when did they do that? When did they model that? Oh wow! So there's the camera, okay, cool. Now I wonder if when the passengers are coming, if that's just a kind of a static image, or if that actually is showing what's going on there. I'm guessing that's a static image, but that's pretty cool. I did not hear about that or see that anywhere. Pretty cool. That'd be cool if when, you know, like the passengers are coming off or on, we actually see the passengers from, I mean, GSX models them, but obviously I don't think this is really a real camera. It'd be pretty cool if it was. But that's cool. I'll have to... I don't know if I've ever clicked that. Yeah, we're gonna have to see if that GSX boarding people, if that shows up on there. Yep, for sure. Alright, we're coming down. We're almost at 10,000 feet. I think I'm gonna ease up on the descent because we need to slow down at 250. If it does, that'd be pretty amazing. I don't like that they somehow set up an actual camera system. Alright, so now we're turning. We're not turning to Alpha, but we're turning to the next point on there. I think we should be good.
Select any track one final time. Please ensure tray tables are stowed and seats are in the full upright position. Please also store any carry-on items either in the seat back pocket or under the seat in front of you. Please complete all Wi-Fi related tasks and stow any larger...
It's not letting me do it yet. I don't think I'm close enough for it. Maybe? I don't know. Go to upper... Back here? Or up on the way up here? Yeah, reading lights. Test reset. Yeah, you can basically press every button on this plane at this point. Audio switching. Reading light. Data loading selector. Toilet. Oh, that's the only one we can't press? Cockpit door video. You can turn it off. Alright, so we are turning around and continuing our descent. I think we should be okay. Is this telling me the speed? I think that's the speed restriction. I've never seen that, the two blue lines like that. Get down to the flight computer quick. Radio nav page. We have India Mike Papa 111.9. That is our ILS, and 282 for the course. Also throw in, just as a backup, the VOR. 112.2 course. And I'll do 282. Our go-around procedure is climb on runway track 282 to 2100 feet to 6.5 miles out, and then turn left to intercept the radial 260. So actually I'm going to want to also put in... Now, I think I put this in wrong. I don't know if I'm supposed to put in 260 or if I put in the opposite 260, but I'm going to go off that VOR for that. Okay, so, Now, oh, okay. It's still... I think it's adjusting to get on... Yeah, in line here. Can we descend, please? Yeah, it's really difficult to maintain the speed and descent for some reason. Yep, I've done that before, where like something, you have like a failure here. Do that. They were missing on the first officer side, so we just switch to... How do we do that? Oh, we go down here and switch it. I think we switch to captain. There it is. Oops. You turned down. We need to slow down. Slow down. Yeah, we have the speed brakes all out. I just expedited that descent. So we should be able to slow down now once we level out. We're far enough out. I just wanted to get down. I didn't want to be fighting it at the last second. We're actually supposed to be at 4,700 up here anyway. So we're actually too low. But that'll give us time to slow down. We sped.
2,500.
Broke the speed limit. Yeah, I'm not close enough yet. That's why it's not working. Because we're not in range of the localizer. Thanks for the subscription, Lester. Welcome in. So we're a little bit below where we should be on this approach, but makes it easier to get into our approach here. And not be battling the altitude. We were pretty high, and I did an expedited descent, but maybe it didn't have to do that. There we go. Now we can get the localizer.
LANCHILE 895, established on localizer.
LANCHILE 895, contact Mount Pleasant, Tower 133.35.
Contact Mount Pleasant Tower 133.35.
Alright, we're established on localizer. We got autopilot 1 and 2 on, and we've hit the approach button.
Mount Pleasant Tower. LANCHILE
Approach speed
895,
is going to be...
final
Let's activate that.
LANCHILE 895, continue approach.
131
Approach.
for our
LANCHILE
speed.
895.
$2,500.
And we need to get down to 1700.
2,500.
Alright, approach speed. What did we say? 134. Flaps 3. What are we doing, plane? Settle down. Should be capturing the glide slope at this point. So, not sure why that diamond. Guess we're gonna capture it later. Oh. No, we're still good. The chart is. Oh, I can't read, that's my problem. Alright, 4.7 miles out. We'll capture the ILS. Flaps are full, let's do a cabin check. Forgot to turn the landing lights on our descent there. There's always one thing, I always forget something. It's the lights, or it's we should probably put our auto brake on here. Medium should be fine. We do have the reversers as well. It's a little bit shorter runway than our last flight, but still over 2,500 meters, so. I don't know if I trust it, the shorter runway. I don't know, like, if it doesn't do it. You know what I mean? If it decides not to do it, I don't want to run out of runway. Well, my fun is crashing my plane into the runway because I suck at landing. Alright, glide slope captured.
1000.
Yeah, we're gonna let it auto land. We'll see. I feel like if you don't disconnect at a certain point, or if you let it roll, I don't think it breaks on its own. It's not the right airport to do it at either, because if it doesn't, we're gonna have to brake pretty quick. I don't know why I need to do auto land. I mean, it's a clear day. I'm not distracted. My next flight, I probably will need to do auto land, because
400.
I'll probably have no hands. The baby will be up here, more than likely. All right, let's see what happens here.
100 above.
I'm ready if I need to.
200. Minimum 100. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10. Retard. Retard.
LANCHILE is 905.
Retard.
When vacated, contact ground 130.3. When
Retard.
vacated, contact ground.
Alright, so it's not really braking.
Retard.
3. LANCHILE 895.
Got the auto brakes, but there we go. It doesn't. It'll use the auto brakes, but that's not going to be fast enough always. So, all right, that's what happens. Yeah, there you go. You can roll it out, and eventually you need to pull back on the throttle. And I suppose it auto brakes if you have them set right. Yeah, it did a little bit. It was slowing down, but I don't think the medium auto brake alone is enough to get it completely stopped. I was surprised because usually that auto brake will stop me on a cold stop me. Alright, so we're taxiing to parking via Charlie. Drop these landing lights. Strobe light off. Decals off. Weather radar. Predicted wind shear. Flaps. Let's continue to a parking area. Basically just here. No gates or anything. This is gonna be interesting to see what GSX does, because there's it's unclear where parking is. I mean, you clearly see a plane has been kind of disappeared there. I don't know. I mean, do we park? We'll park right there. Alright, next flight. Yeah, next flight will be in as soon as I get it set up, but probably half an hour, I would say. We'll see. Before we go here, I'll get the link so you guys can just jump over to that one and be ready for it. Let me do that. Yep, we'll be doing the US flight, Tampa to Mobile. There's the link. It says 10 a.m. It'll probably be 8:30, 8:45, as soon as I can. Get it set up and ready to go. Alright, parking brake is set. We need external power. We don't have that. Let's see what GSX will let us... Or no, we need the APU. Let's start that APU. That's what we gotta do. Turn off the taxi lights. And we do have a catering truck right here. So let's see if Not a ton of scenery here in Stanley. Oh, yep. Sorry, we want to get that camera on. See what happens when. Do-do-do-do-do. APU, come on APU. There it is, it's ready now. APU. And we're gonna break down the engines. And beacon light off. We can now ask for ground services. Parking. Let's see if we. Everything's too small. How can the large be too small? There are a ton of parking spots. I think I can ignore it. We might kind of move here. Let's see what happens. Just work me there. Where are we now? I don't think that's too small at all. That's fine. Why is the plane spinning? There we go. Alright. We warped over there. Not a big deal. And now external power says it's available. So, there we go. Additional services. Request GPU. NZs. There's all this stuff. We're actually going to see the passengers come off the stairs, so that'll be cool. They're going to be... I don't think we can open that rear door. Might be able to. So, seatbelt sign off. External power on. And let's do the boarding process. Request deboarding.
Boarding requested.
What is the link for?
Is coming.
I know how to land and everything. I've been doing it. Oh. Oh. Yeah. Well, let's see. I don't know if they're deboarding yet. Are they coming off? Do I have to open the doors? Maybe I have to open the doors. I don't know. PSX, what are you doing? Deboarding requested. Oh, come on. Let's work. Oh, they have to wait for the PAX bucks. They have to wait for the bus. That's what it is. Alright. Once the bus is here, it will start. The doors will open. There we go.
Passengers deboarding starting.
Can I open that rear door? It doesn't look like a flight attendant standing right there. Right. We can turn off the crew supply. The adheres. Fuel pumps. Yeah. Well, I think LATAM is, I think it's overall Brazilian company now. But it is a merger of all these other ones. There go the passengers, look at that. And they actually will fill up this bus, and then they'll have to wait for another bus for the rest of the passengers to get off. So they won't all unrealistically get into one bus. You know, it feels like there's a lot more people outside the plane getting the bus than can actually fit, but you see they're kind of petering out. They're going to have to wait for the other bus. For a little screen to print. Which little screen? This little screen to print? Oh, like to use Hoppy or whatever? You have to give me the whole link. I didn't get the
Passengers bus is coming.
link from earlier. Why? Right? I'll turn down my second here. Alright, let's bring up Volanta and do review of the flight.
Passengers deboarding starting.
There's our flight. See, this, I don't think we were supposed to have this on the flight, but I couldn't get that off then. There's our approach. I've been a little bit further out, but all in all pretty good. Landing rate by the plane, negative 107 feet per minute at 119 knots. And the flight was just an hour and a half. Alright. I'll put that away and we will bring up the world map. There's the world tour map everywhere we've been, and today we reveal the Falkland Islands all the way down there. There it is. Alright, so next flight on the world tour will be headed up to Argentina, up to Cordoba, Argentina. But next flight on this stream, well, technically it'll be a different stream for you guys on YouTube, but on this day, we'll be going Tampa, Florida to Mobile, Alabama. So I hope to see you, probably be 15, 20, 30 minutes. Keep an eye out. Have the link right here. So you can head over there, open that up, so you're ready to go. Hide that, I think. Passengers are still getting off. I think that's all of them. Then we can have the crew come off. Let's see, we need to turn off this video. Not really doing anything. And we can have logo light, strobe light can come off. No smoking, emergency lights. We're just gonna turn the whole plane off. They're still unloading the baggage though. Okay. Well, thanks for coming along in this flight. I'm going to give me one quick second here. Going to end the YouTube stream, and if you're watching on Twitch, we'll just go to intermission. If you're on YouTube, the stream will end, but just follow that link to the next flight, which is going to be from Tampa to Mobile, Alabama. So until I see you again in just a few minutes, take care, and well, stay safe.